Hi, Internet. Welcome to today's edition of Stop and Think, the Puzzle Channel. We've got a Sunday New York Times crossword puzzle to challenge us today. The title is Meeting Their Match. The constructor is John Kugelman. I've done a couple John Kugelman puzzles on the channel. I just did a search of my own archive. We did one 9 days ago. There was a Thursday puzzle that had letters in the black spaces that would complete a phrase spanning across the grid that I didn't pick up on completely until the very end. And even then I had to rewatch the video to see a little nuance of how there were letters appearing above the black spaces that did complete the phrase. So let's see how we do today. Our editor today is Will Shorts. I'm John Appleseed. I'm your host. And I see, are these magnets? I think these might be magnets that I see here in the grid. Meeting their match. So maybe these paired words will go together somehow. Let's see how this plays out. One across, regarding, as to, or in re, probably as to. One down, what Jason Momoa has, don't know. Two down, potassium blank, a preservative. Don't know that. Three down, orientation, participant. Nope, and four down, go-aheads, could be the okays, approvals to do something. 19 across, break, slangily. Don't know. 23 across. Madames in France would be blank in Spain. I think it would be señoras, and we're using abbreviations for both. So SRA for señora. 26 across. It's a cinch. It's probably a literal cinch. What is something that is literally a cinch? Like a belt or something like that. 32 across. Some narrative homages informally. Oh no, 37 across. Point in the direction of. To orient or something to steer to, something like that. It might end in to. And 42 across. This one has a magnet. I think that's a magnet at the end. So here's the clue is a dash, indicating that the actual clue is found elsewhere. Maybe in 43 across. No, also a dash. All right, we'll have to figure that out as we go. Potassium sorbate rings a bell, and it fits. Or we're on a break. We're on a, or I'm going to break it. Don't know. An obi is the belt of a Japanese kimono. So I think that might be it. It cinches the kimono together around the waist. 32 across. Narrative homages. Steer to, I kind of like now. What does Jason Momoa have? A trainee would participate in orientation. Break. I don't know that. All right, I'm going to move over to this section. 5 across, some hotel check-in areas. Lobbies, don't know. 5 down, manor. So maybe the magnet may not affect these down clues. I don't know. 6 down, it's for kids. Not silly rabbits. Silly rabbits' tricks are for kids, as the slogan goes for the breakfast cereal. 7 down, Toy Story Dino, Rex, I think was his name. 8 down, still alive, so to speak, in it. Might be a fairly common crossword answer. 9 down, Jason Statham or Sylvester Stallone. Both in action movies, or is it a particular franchise that they were in? Don't know. Atria, plural of atrium, could be a hotel check-in area. 20 across, Rafael Nadal has won a record 14 of these. He's a tennis player, I believe, maybe the French Open. French Opens, plural. He's won 14 of these, so plural, yeah. Your manner is your affect. Yes. 9 down, action something. 24 across, deal with the problem later as a filmmaker. We'll fix it in post is the saying when a shot is not going as well as you'd hoped. 21 down, Gregory of Hollywood. Is there a Gregory Hines? I'm not sure. 10 down, churchgoer. Not sure. 11 down, actor Omar Epps. 12 down, fifth of 12. Leo might fit. Maybe that's the fifth zodiac sign. There would be 12 zodiac signs. Let's try it. 13 down, part of MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So institute is abbreviated INST. 14 down, literally painting in Greek. Don't know. 10 across, singer Cruz, known as the Queen of Salsa. That's Celia Cruz. Painting. 29 across, however, though could also be a poetic abbreviation of although. Asthma means painting. How does that get us to the sense of a lung condition? I don't know. 30 down, vegetable blank, vegetable oil. 35 across, Uncle Blank, a nickname for comedian Burl. Milton Burl was known as Uncle Milty. 15 across, jibe is to agree or something. I don't know. Sync maybe. 15 down, literary fairy queen. Wasn't it Queen Mab from one of the Shakespeare plays? 16 down, Spider-Man's lightning-wielding foe, Electro. I remember from the animated TV series, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. To mesh is jive. That could be a word for agree. 22 across, boxer's diet. Boxer, I think, is a dog here, the breed of dog that may have Alpo as part of the boxer's diet. Belle, boy. Belle and beau kind of go together as a young lady and her gentleman friend, her beau. 17 down, in La La Land, without. Maybe if you're in La La Land, you're spacing out. 31 across, add to an email, CCs. And 18 down, church. House what? 41 across, gateway to the Amalfi Coast is in Italy. Salerno might fit with the letters we have here. Oh, I see. Church could be house of God. So maybe it starts here, goes down, we put an F here, and then we're turning the corner. This magnet is pulling us. And what was the title of the puzzle? I don't remember, but this could be a D. House of God. 36 down, yielded, led to. Okay, so maybe this is pulling this vertical down answer into these spaces. What would be a churchgoer in however many letters we have here? Don't know. What about this one? Action hero, would that fit? And it would go E-R-O. 38 down, peace of one's mind. That's probably or. 48 across is brand used for Taco Tuesday. Don't know that. One down. Does he have abs of steel? Break. Is Bork? I'm not sure about that. Jason Momoa is certainly muscular. Maybe he has abs of steel. So one down is abs of steel. It's being pulled around the corner by this magnet here. Narrative homages could be fan fiction. And 33 down, convicted criminal, felon. So I'm not at all confident about Bork as break. Sorry, man, I borked your lamp. I don't know if I can allow that. Go aheads, okays. Okay, I've never heard Bork used in that sense. I've heard it used as Robert Bork, the nominee for the Supreme Court, I think, who had a very vicious Senate hearing and was then described as being borked So anybody who has a hostile hearing with the Senate is called being borked. I don't think it's being used in that sense. I've never heard it used that way, but I guess it fits. I'm going to have to trust to luck there. 27 across. Everything in the world is about blank, except blank. Quote, often attributed to Oscar Wilde. Maybe Sir. And 27 down. Sir, my man. Okay, yeah. 21 down. Gregory of Hollywood. I still want Hines, although I'm not really sure. Wedding toast signal. Maybe ting ting on your glass with a fork. 34 across. National anthem contraction. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. I'm going to go ahead and put Hines in there. 39 across. Yosemite's Blank Adams Gallery. Ansel Adams was a photographer who photographed Yosemite Park. Congregant is a churchgoer. A member of the congregation is a congregant. 40 down, Cagney's partner on classic TV, Cagney and Lacey, the buddy cop show. 46 down, meal modifier. Don't know. 41 down, La Petite Thérèse, for example. There was a Saint Teresa. Her name in French would be Sainte Thérèse, which would be abbreviated STE. I don't know that she was small, petite in any way, but let's try that. 51 across, share cleanup duty in a way. Co something. 48 across, that's the brand used for Taco Tuesday. Ortega is a brand of taco shells, and that fits with or for 38 down, a piece of one's mind would be or. 44 down, striped stones. I think those are agates. So maybe Statham and Stallone are action stars, not action heroes. 39 down, even a little, at all. Still can't get that. 54 across, Brittany of the WNBA. I can't quite think of it. 65 across, cold and wet as weather. Damp is too long. Where the weather is very, very damp. 70 across is 7th of 24. We had 5th of 12 or something before. So what are there 24 of? Hours? I don't know. 75 across. A in German class. Ein is a indefinite article in German. 1. 81 across. Abstainer. Don't know. 87 across. Bumps on a log. Don't know that. And then 91 across will be the continuation of 54 down, which is colorful feature of a lawn. Brittany Griner. Yes. 49 down, Hebrew honorific, Reb. Good Sabbath, Reb Tevye, as they said in Fiddler on the Roof. 50 down, makes a mess of. No. And 66 across, last one standing, fights. Battle Royale. Does fit. 57 across, hardy mountain plants. I know that. Meal modifier. Share cleanup. 67 down, yonder to a pirate. It's over there, me hearties. I think that's what that is. 71 across, ain't she sweet? Once again, I do repeat. I say you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? You could trash something like a hotel room to make a mess of it. Forehead slapping moments for 76 across are ahas. And 76 down, system of unspoken words. I think that's American Sign Language, ASL. So what is an abstainer? One who abstains from alcohol would be what? A teetotaler, don't know. Bumps on a log. Knolls? Oh, those are like hills, aren't they? Maybe it's also used for trees. I'm not sure about that. So I'm not doing very well over in this little section here. Based on reason, rational. Something that often changes color before it falls. A leaf would do that. The autumn leaves drift by my window. The autumn leaves of red and gold. So I think 56 down, show me, is I want to see. Cold and wet weather could be raw weather. 7th of 24, maybe there are 24 Greek letters. The 7th one might be eta. Green something. A non-user of alcohol or other substance might be an abstainer. Bumps on a log. Are they snails? Green space, green what? Constellation on Alaska's flag, 82 down. That's the Big Dipper or Ursa Major, which points to the North Star. Green grass would be colorful feature of a lawn, and gnarls. I guess a log is gnarly if it has a lot of bumps on it. Okay, I'll accept that. Green grass for 54 down. Okay. Now what about this center section that I haven't been able to get a foothold in? Hardy mountain plants. Hopper in the 100-acre wood for 72 across. That's rue. Kanga's little rue. 77 across. Michigan neighbor. Could be Wisconsin. Maybe. Like some patches. Iron on. So maybe Ontario for Michigan neighbor. The Canadian province. Japanese restaurant order for a 60 down. 83 across. Beefy as Jim Bros. No, 88 across. Fancy diving flips. Don't know that. Oh, 58 down is going to go around the corner. Ground cover plant with trailing vines and 5-petaled flowers. Morning glory or something. 92 down, kind of school. No, 88 down, tall, chic woman. No, fancy diving flips. 83 down, big Fifth Avenue retailer. Saks, Fifth Avenue, just kind of rings a bell. You are swole. If you're a beefy Jim Bro, maybe. Japanese restaurant order. What about this corner? 61 across, highest point. No. 69 across? 3 exclamation points. I don't know what that means. 74 across, plead, ask or beg. I like beg better. 73 across, hightail it. Could be to lamb, to take it on the lamb. Meal modifier. 78 across, Star Trek The Next Generation, empath. Deanna Troi was the counselor. She was an empath, part of her character, kind of her special ability. 68 down, Dr. Zhivago's beloved was Lara, memorialized in Lara's theme from the movie. Somewhere, my love, there will be songs to sing, although the snow covers the hope of spring. I think that's Lara's theme. Credit? Share cleanup duty? No, co-edit. You are working together to clean up some text. Co-editing, you are sharing that duty. Okay, that works. A no salt meal could be a modifier. Alpines? Yeah. Periwinkle is a plant. Periwinkle. So what is the neighbor of Michigan that begins with an I? I-N, Indiana. And then noodles for Japanese restaurant order. Okay. And alpines. I guess just hardy mountain plants in general are known as alpines because they grow in the high mountain region. Okay, haven't heard it used in that sense, but I'll certainly accept that. 53 down, computer addresses for short, could be IP addresses. 61 across, highest point. The apogee is the highest point in an orbit or an arc. 62 down, lose it. Go bananas, B-A-N-A-N-S, sure. Ooh, 3 exclamation points. 63 down, part of a retirement title. Emeritus. Like a professor emeritus. OMG for 3 exclamation marks. Egg foo young, and it's going to continue around the corner. So, what was the clue? Chinese restaurant order, egg foo young. Composer Vivaldi, 85 across. That's Antonio, 4 Seasons. I think this is one of his works that I know the best. Cousin It for the Addams Family cousin, and prefix with caster could be a Stratocaster. I think that's a kind of guitar. Offal is organ meat, known as OFFAL, offal. Fancy diving flips. Oh, a gainer. That's something you see when watching diving on the Olympics. He did a half gainer. Is this a glam something? Vegas opener for 98 across. Probably just lost the word that goes before Vegas. 93 across is where is this coming? Oh, this is here. Noodle soup. Subject of the Liberty painting, The Birth of Love. Maybe Eros or Cupid would appear in a painting with that title. Attacks like a kitten. I want to put a UP here. 94 down, bottleful for un bébé. That is French. A baby in French would have a bottle full of milk. The French word for milk is lait. Noodle. What am I missing here? 99 across. One named pop star with releases on the Monkey Puzzle record label. I don't know that record label, but SIA. Sia is a pop star. Let's try that. 100 across. Kids cries. Kids could be goats here. Maybe Maz. Usually it's ma, M-A-A for a goat noise and B-A-A for a sheep noise. But let's be flexible there. I'm going to leave M in for the moment. 106 across. Fibonacci and Galileo. 4-2. Galileo is often clued for Pisan, someone from Pisa. Maybe Fibonacci is also from that city. And attacks like a kitten. I want this to be chicken soup. A noodle bowl. Yeah, I put B in here, or S in there with no justification. So a noodle bowl, and a kitten might swipe at you. Swipes at. Okay. A difficult puzzle today. 101 across. Guinness record holder for most words in a hit single. Oh, that's probably not the title of the song, but maybe Eminem. He's got mad flow, as they say, but a lot of words in there. Kind of school could be elementary school. And 108 across. Powerful force of attraction on display in this puzzle. Animal magnetism. Do all of these have magnets or animals in them? I see elk and ass, an eel and rat, an ant and dog, and gnu and owl. So the final 3 letters of each down clue are being pulled. They're all names of animals. They're being pulled by the magnet in a display of animal magnetism. Leave that as an S. There we go. 103 across, De Armas of Blade Runner 2049, Ana de Armas. 111 across, Dance in Celebration. Could be Do a Jig. 119 across, Reddit Endorsement. Don't know. 122 across, More Expensive. Dearer, maybe. Flop could be a dud. For 111 down. 112 down, Expose, poetically, to ope. What you might do to your kimono if you loose the obi. 113 down, Director Duvernay is Anna Duvernay. And up, or is it Ava Duvernay? Yeah, upvote for Reddit Endorsement. Finite for Like a Mom or Dad's Patience. 97 down. 102 down, looks like Niger. Yeah, African country whose name is found in another country's name. Niger and Nigeria, I think, are the pair of countries there, and dearer is more expensive. Tall, chic woman could be a glamazon. Okay, yeah, I would know what that meant if I heard it. 119 down, Stitch's film friend, Lilo and Stitch, from the Disney franchise. 103 down, Totally Stoked. I'm amped. I'm psyched. Totally stoked. 104 down, Washington team to fan. The Nats, Washington Nationals, team I follow. 105 down, State of Unease, agita in Italian, agitation. Softball brand could be Nerf, a soft ball brand, probably better way to pronounce that. Single-use binders are zip ties, okay, yeah, not folders, but things that bind things together, zip ties. Olestra is the fat substitute. 123 across, drift off is nod off, and captain's rear is the aft of the ship. 107 down, thong song singer. Don't know that. 100 down, amalgamation. Not sure. 116 down, pioneer in electronica music. Not sure. 117 down, soccer analyst Holden. Don't know that. And 118 down, bowler or boater. Boater. Those are both kind of hats. You gotta be kidding me. No, 121 across, smallest discrete units of energy. 125 across is not go along, say. I've heard of stand pat. Can you also sit pat? Maybe. Electronica music. What is an amalgamation? I don't like that ending I. Maybe, what if this is a B? Or is it a mash up? A mashup can be an amalgamation of two things. Got that S. Make that a P. I like organ meat. Could it be anything else? You can opt out of something for not go along. Cisco kind of rings a bell. Smallest discrete units of energy, maybe quanta. Plural of quantum. Yeah, Cisco rings a bell. You got to be kidding me. Sheesh. Snow. No, this would be an E. Brian Eno. Okay, yeah, ambient music is usually the way that Brian Eno is clued, but maybe that's electronica music. Stu Holden makes as much sense as anything, and S finishes the puzzle. There we go. Okay, a little under a half hour, in line with my usual time, although I felt like I was struggling with some of these. Alpines is unusual. I didn't pick up on the animal names in these clues that were being bent until we got down to the revealer and saw that it was animal magnetism. Then I took another look at them and found that there were animal names in the three final letters of each themed answer. Battle Royale, plural, for last one standing fights. What did I have trouble with down here? Opt out. That messed me up a little bit. And French Opens was just kind of a guess, knowing that what kind of tennis tournament might a player win 14 of, and I think we had an FR beginning, so tricks helped a lot. Okay, that was a good Sunday puzzle. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.